MahaVastu works for everybody. Power or energy of your house, when aligned with your horoscope, gives the best results.
How is MahaVastu really different than traditional Vastu Shastra?
A human horoscope has 12 boxes. In MahaVastu, your house has 16 boxes.
There are certain beliefs, that certain deities are supposed to be placed in certain corners only.
So there are 33 devtas in your house, and there are 11 asurs, and one is the Brahma. So Brahma is a Brahmastan, the center point of the house, and 11 are asur. So you should avoid doing your or having your mandir in the asur location.
वास्तु में लोगों को ये डर लगता है कि अच्छा भाई अगर हमारा घर साउथ फेसिंग है तो हम अपना घर थोड़ी ना हमेशा चेंज कर लेंगे.
We do a lot of work for a lot of Bollywood stars and Bollywood directors. I tell them, boss, look for south-facing house only or south-facing bungalow only.
How do you compare the concept of MahaVastu and Feng Shui, or you really club it together?
Let it be any entrance. By doing few MahaVastu remedies, we can make it positive for you.
Sometimes in life, one is aiming for north, but life goes south. And in such cases, MahaVastu promises to give the right direction. To discuss the same and understand the concept of MahaVastu, we have with us MahaVastu and Astro-Vastu Expert, Dr. Montu Singh. A very warm welcome on midday.
Hello.
And of course, people know about traditional Vastu Shastra. But MahaVastu is something, that not many people are aware about. If you can explain, how is MahaVastu really different than traditional Vastu Shastra?
So MahaVastu is founded by Dr. Khushdi Bansal ji. He is the founder of MahaVastu. MahaVastu is a very research-based Vastu which believes in matching the symptoms of the premises, and by giving very easy remedies, it solves all the Vastu dosh of the premises. It is to the mark and very सटीक, बहुत सटीक है ये. आपको हर चीज़ का उपाय बहुत सटीक मिलेगा, and it's a non-destructive वास्तु. इसमें कोई तोड़ फोड़ नहीं है.
एक्चुअली वास्तु में लोगों को ये डर लगता है कि अच्छा भाई अगर हमारा घर साउथ फेसिंग है तो हम अपना घर थोड़ी ना हमेशा चेंज कर लेंगे. हम तुड़वा थोड़ी ना देंगे अपना साउथ वेस्ट. So in such cases, MahaVastu really brings the solutions.
So actually, south is one of the best entrance you can ever have.
Okay.
So all the top Bollywood celebrities or producers or directors have a south-facing entrance, and it gives perfectly very superb outcome.
Then why is so much stigma attached around the south direction? उसको generally इतना बुरा क्यों consider किया जाता है?
It's a myth. जब तक कोई डराएगा नहीं तो उसका फायदा कैसे मिलेगा? But we at MahaVastu we believe in empowering our people rather than making them feel weak.
So talking about houses, Montu Singh जी, आप हमेशा ऐसा कहते हैं कि your house has a horoscope. So what do you mean by that?
So as a human horoscope has 12 boxes, in MahaVastu your house has 16 boxes. Each box or each zone has a trait. Like north of northeast, it is ruled by Lord Dhanvantri, and it is known for health and immunity. Northeast zone is for clarity of mind. Southeast is for cash flow and liquidity.
When it comes to relationships, which direction is the most important?
So for relationship, first of all, northeast, which is clarity of mind, is very important. Then southwest. Southwest is a zone of relationship. There should not be any toilet or gas hob over here or major of brown and green color. Otherwise, it gives a issue in relationship.
And suppose, if there is really a toilet in this direction, and if changing the house is really not possible, so what kind of remedy in such case do you give?
So we don't suggest changing of house until there are lots of Vastu dosh in the house. So supposedly if there is a toilet pot in southwest direction, we can block the southwest pot by using yellow color tape or brass metal strip. But still, if the issue persists, we recommend or request the client to relocate the toilet pot from here. Relocation from the house is the last thing.
Right. Your entire, experience of dealing with so many clients. Any unique case that you remember on top of your mind that you would like to share?
So I had this client from Goa, the couple from Goa, who had 2 kids. So the elder son, who was about 4-year-old, used to get these fits since the birth. So when they approached me for doing MahaVastu of their house, so I got the house plan gridded. I visited them and I came back to my office, but I could not find any Vastu dosh in their house. So I was a bit confused. It has never happened earlier also. It was at Diwali time, I was busy with celebrations. So one morning when I got up and I meditated, what came to my mind was the couple was a Gujarati. The lady was Gujarati and the man was from Goa. So in Gujaratis, generally the girl comes to her mother's house for the first delivery. So when I called her and checked with her, so for last 3 months of her pregnancy, she was in mother's house. So when we got her mother's house gridded, the map gridded, it has a northeast pot. And this is the main reason of anybody having any neuro issues or brain issues or fits issues. The moment we got it away, like we took out the pot from northeast and the same toilet had pink tiles, which we painted to off-white tiles. Within 4 months, the boy was fine. So I'm talking about this is in November 24 and this year in February 25, the child had first time taken a part in sports competition and he came third. But they were very happy.
So is it like the healing happened automatically, or after maybe you settled the Vastu energies, they got the right treatment and they took the right step towards healing that ailment?
So they had already been to the best doctors,
Okay.
best counselors. They went to the Kul Devi Mandir, they went to the astrologer, but nothing gave them any effect. So I think I was the last option they had and it worked for them. Generally, MahaVastu works for everybody. It's the power or energy of your house when aligned with your horoscope gives the best results.
From where does this education come from? Because I see not many people have knowledge of this. We being in India, and perhaps I'm assuming that this comes from the Indian ancient text. I mean, not many us are really aware of this. So what are its origins?
So MahaVastu is based on Sanatan Dharam, on Bhagavad Gita. It has been founded by Dr. Khushdeep Bansalji. He is the main founder. He was the first person in the world to come up with 16 zone plan. Until few years back, it was a 4-zone, north, south, east, west. Then they added 2 more zones, northeast and southwest. But we work on a 16-zone plan. So Dr. Khushdeep Bansal is the founder of MahaVastu, and he's done a lot of research, more than 30,000 cases, case studies, and then we are here.
What are certain, as you say that if there are certain directions or certain irregularities, you can fix it. Maybe through, putting a yellow tape and things like that. But maybe what are the circumstances or irregularities जिसका कोई solution ही नहीं है, which you think is the biggest blunder when it comes to MahaVastu in a house?
There are 2 biggest blunders in which we ask the client to relocate the blunders. The blunders are toilet pot or gas hob in northeast zone and southwest zone. These zones are very sensitive. So every house has a Vastu Mahapurush sleeping in your house. His head is towards northeast. So we should make sure this zone is very clear. It has no clutter, no gas hob and no toilet pot.
Right. What is the biggest myth you think, what people have on their minds whenever you meet them when it comes to directions?
So a lot of people feel that northeast is a good entrance. It is not.
Yeah, because it is said that it's the direction of divine energy. भगवान को भी वहाँ पे ही रखते हैं generally.
सो अगर भगवान को वहाँ पर रख दोगे और वहाँ दरवाज़ा भी होएगा, then it makes no sense, right? So northeast is not a good entrance. A lot of people avoid south entrance, but south is a very super entrance for all the people belonging to glamour industry or media industry. It's very nice. It blesses you with a lot of money, fame, name also. And one more thing, a lot of people have their cabins or bedrooms in southwest, but actually they're sleeping in south of southwest, not southwest. So south of southwest is a zone of disposal and expenditure.
Okay. Which is the best direction according to you to have a house? What direction should the main door be facing?
So in all the zones like north, east, west, south, we have two good entrance. Like in west, W3 and W4 are good entrance. In south, S3, S4 are good entrance. Basically, let it be any entrance. We can make it positive. Like by doing some few remedies, by doing few MahaVastu remedies, we can make it positive for you.
How do you think our daily habits, our lifestyle, our own energy really affects the Vastu of our house? Or is it like vice versa? Ki, the house's Vastu really impacts our energy.
The house Vastu really matters as energy because that's one of the most important aspect. Like if you keep two bottles of water and one bottle is kept in a nice zone, maybe near the mandir, you start drinking it every morning thinking it's amrit. Another bottle which is kept in the bar, you would only drink it with the alcohol. So it really matters to you what is kept where. Like if you have your kitchen in southeast, the best zone, but will you eat the dinner in the bathroom? No, you would not. So there each zone has a trait. So the best toilet in the whole house would be west of northwest zone, south of southwest zone, and east of southeast zone. So when things are placed in the right zone, it gives the right effect and right benefit also.
There are certain rules according to which this direction works the best. But when it comes to a city like Mumbai, where space is really crucial, where the structure is really vertical, and जहाँ पे एक घर की खिड़की दूसरे घर की खिड़की में खुलती है, I can understand the challenges you must be facing when it comes to really bringing up the remedy.
There are three main pillars for MahaVastu. One is color, one is activity, one is utility. So basically, we don't do a lot of destruction. We play in this all three pillars only: color, activity, and utility. If something is not right, we block those negative energy. If something is right but little low, we make sure that that thing is enhanced in your house, so it gives you good effect. So it's very easy, if not very difficult for us, rectify all these things. MahaVastu has given us umpteen number of remedies to us where we work out things and for betterment.
When we talk about MahaVastu, I heard a concept called the 45 Devtas of MahaVastu. If you can really explain on that.
So there are 33 devtas in your house and there are 11 asurs and one is the Brahma. So Brahma is a Brahmastan, the center point of the house, and 11 the asur. So you should avoid doing your or having your mandir in the asur location. Otherwise it will give you all wrong effect. You should not have any bar or maybe negative things in the devta zone. Again, it would again go anti. So we make sure that all the locations, maybe the bedrooms are rightly placed, your mandir is rightly placed, your washroom are. Now washroom in northeast zone is the worst vastu dosh. So we make sure these things are well managed and all devtas are happy. All devtas are happy, they bless you in the right way.
Can planetary positions in astrology really affect a person's energy, a home's energy? And when you talk about Astro-Vastu, if you can expand on that how you are really combining astrology and Vastu together.
So for the first time, MahaVastu has done that since ages. So we align your horoscope with the Vastu of your house.
Okay.
So by doing so, the Vastu really works very well and you get the best results. So it's like, as you know, there are 9 planets. We set them in your house as per zone and planets, and that's why it enhances you all the more. And it helps you in getting best results.
So you know when a person comes to you, you actually read their charts also and suggest on the basis of that.
That's right. We read their charts and we align their charts with the MahaVastu plan of the house.
Okay.
Supposing if somebody wants to work from home, we make sure the horoscope ka second or third box are aligned with his work from home desk.
Okay.
So he works the best from there.
Okay.
If he's in office, we align the box number 10 of his house, of his horoscope, with the MahaVastu plan of the office.
Montu Singh ji, I'm sure when you visit houses, rectifying directions would not be the only thing, because having cluttered energy in the house is also is a huge deflection, if I'm not wrong. How do you go about guiding the people on really clearing the old energies, besides doing your own remedies? What are the afflictions that you see?
Declutter all the things which you have not used in last 1 year.
Okay.
People like to just store things which are of no use to them.
Or memories.
Memories, yeah. Maybe like a mobile phone which he got when he was in school, which is not working but placed in a very good zone like West, which will eat up all your gains and profits.
Okay.
Or keeping some lot of mobile charger wires in the southwest zone, again it will spoil your relationships. Having too much of red wires and non-working electronic items in northeast gives you neurosurgeries or neurological issues also. So the first thing is we say, please get your house decluttered. What is not needed, let it go away. Make space for new things to come in your house.
Very
It's a
true.
very important thing. We are हम बहुत बदनाम है इसके लिए, घर साफ कराने के लिए.
Like lately in these years, there is a lot of there are a lot of discussions about depression and emotional issues and mental stress. What is the direction that you see that can be rectified to help heal people from mental stress?
So as per MahaVastu zones, there is a zone called West of Northwest. This is a zone of depression, low moods, hormonal changes. When people have their bed in this zone, or if they have kept a lot of albums or photographs in this zone, they go through heavy depression and sorrow. I'll give you an example of a girl who's a 16-year-old. She was my client from Bangkok city. So she didn't move outside her bedroom for 2.5 years. She didn't want to talk to her friends, she didn't go to school, and she wanted to be by herself. So as you know, I have an office in Bangkok. So when they approached me for doing MahaVastu, it was so easy from MahaVastu Expert. Like they were going through tough time, like having a child, not talking to anybody, being by herself, taking heavy counseling and medications. So I just asked them to relocate her bed in the same bedroom in the west zone. There were lots of pink color in the bedroom, which we changed to off-white and yellow color. Yeah, and we did MahaVastu balancing for them by using some color tapes. Within 1 month, she was all normal. She went to see her first movie in last 3 years with her friends, and it all changed. It's like magical.
Why pink was really not preferred in comparison to white or off-white?
So in the zone of west, northwest, and west, pink, brown, green color are not allowed. They're anti over here. So when they are used in this zone, it works anti for them.
So is it like in the west we should not be keeping plants?
Yes. In the west, you cannot use plants. West is a zone of space. You cannot have plants over here.
But in cases when west is the only place where one has a window in the house, and there they have the sunlight. So where to keep the plants, and is there any remedy that one can do that it does
So
not
the
affect?
best zone for having plants is east and southeast zone or north zone. So if you have plants in north zone, it gives you abundance of money, lots of opportunities.
Okay.
Again, if a lot of plants in east, it gives you a strong social connection. If there are a lot of plants in southeast, it gives you a lot of cash liquidity and good health, wealth also.
Right.
So keeping plants in the right zone, it gives you good effects.
And is there any way out if maybe west is the only direction for people to keep the plants, seeing it's Mumbai and we have the apartment system mostly, and the window is only in the west direction?
Avoid.
Okay. When we talk about Vastu, there is also the concept of Feng Shui, which is very popular in the Chinese culture. So, how do you compare the concept of MahaVastu and Feng Shui, or you really club it together?
So MahaVastu, Maha means the father of all. So Feng Shui is also close to Vastu only. So in China or Hong Kong, they may name it Feng Shui and they use Vastu only. In fact, Vastu has been practiced everywhere in Dubai, Singapore, Bangkok, China, US. Everywhere they practice Vastu by different names. In
Okay.
India, we have MahaVastu.
Right. How do the colors and the metal and the elements and the shapes really affect? Because I remember someone telling me that, if you have a table and which has sharp corners, maybe you should not have the sharp corners because they spell out negative energy. Then I was told that you should prefer maybe rounder objects. Do concepts like this really exist?
So sharp corners in Southeast zone would work wonderful. Southeast is a zone where Mars is situated. Mars is again fiery and pointed. So if you have pointed stuff here, it's very beneficial. If you are having a round table in the west zone, it's very nice. So the devta of the zone decides what color or what shape he likes. And if we abide by those rules, again very good for us.
Montu Singh ji, if we are talking about houses, right? But if we see this earth as our home, how does this rule of MahaVastu really apply to the countries? Because I am sure there would be certain countries which are in the west zone or the north zone. So, do you really analyze this as well?
Yeah, if you see India itself, you will find all the billionaires in down south, more than north or east and south, or in west. So all the best cities, all the billionaires are in Mumbai now. We're in the west of the country. You see Mumbai, South Mumbai is the most demanded or the most influential people stay there. You see South Delhi again, the most influential people, the parliamentary people stay in South Delhi. So it matters everywhere.
Okay. So South is really, you are really changing the way I used to think,
Right.
because South is really looking lucrative right now
Yeah, it is
from your
indeed.
perspective.
So we do a lot of work for a lot of Bollywood stars and Bollywood directors, but due to NDA, we cannot name them. But they make sure that when they approach me, I tell them, boss, look for south-facing house only or south-facing bungalow only.
Oh my God. Only if you could just come across the brokers around Mumbai, I'm sure you would learn from them that they're really frustrated. How many ever I have met that South wala ghar hai to वो जाता ही नहीं है. People have this notion in India at least.
South is superbly well. In fact, I just did one work for one top star. He was having a lot of issues. He used to work very hard but would not get name and fame. His South had a toilet pot. Just by removing the pot, he signed 2 big movies and today is one of the top stars of India.
Many people believe that if they are paying EMIs and buying new properties, they are actually growing. I heard you saying that, it's an illusion, especially when it comes to the northeast direction. Please throw some light on this.
So when people have a northeast entrance, they get loan very easily.
Okay.
N8 entrance is very supported by banks. So such people get loaned very easily and they keep on buying property, but they don't think that they have to pay long lasting EMIs, which after a few years they default on
It can
and then the
pile up.
illusion goes away and then they know they stand nowhere. So I don't promote that.
Right. So it's basically a delusion.
It's an illusion, yeah.
Now, when it comes to Hinduism, there are certain beliefs, that certain deities are supposed to be placed in certain corners only. What do you think about it, and how do you guide your clients on this?
I tell my clients to keep their mandir in northeast zone, Ishan zone, the right zone. We should avoid placing God in these 3 negative zones first of all, which is south of southwest, west of northwest and east of southeast. These are negative zones. We should not place God in these 3 zones. Rest you can place it anywhere. But again, we as MahaVastu are perfectionists. So we have zones for all the God. Like in southeast, if you place Lakshmi Ma and you have an asli ghee ka diya over there, she blesses you a lot. You have Ganesh ji in North Zone. He will bless you with abundance of money, prosperity, opportunity. If you feel scared and you're a little low on confidence, you can place Hanumanji in south of southeast zone, which is a zone of confidence. So we place them accordingly as per MahaVastu rules to get the best benefit.
Montu Singh ji, because I'm sure you would be meeting so many people, but you will be having your maybe limited approach. One person can't be there at all the time everywhere.
Right.
So, how are you expanding? What are your expansion plans, and how can people, more and more people, approach you?
In India, there are more than 25,000 MahaVastu Acharya and MahaVastu experts.
Wow.
They can find them all over the India and globe also. Just last week, we had this MahaVastu expert course from where we had 700 participants from all over the world, from India, Germany, Australia, USA, Dubai. Coming back to my point, I have MahaVastu office in Mumbai, Chennai and Bangkok, where I travel to all the offices month-wise. And we are also online. If anybody wants to do consultation online, somebody is in Canada or USA, can't travel to us or we can't travel to them. So we also do online consultation.
We all know about the Platinum Award that you got.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
how was that experience? If you can throw some light on this.
So as I just mentioned to you, we are 25,000 community of MahaVastu experts Acharya. Standing first amongst all of them is an achievement. My guru, Dr. Khusdi Bansal, felt that I am one of the best consultants. My case studies are nice. I worked towards it. So I was awarded with the Platinum Award from him by his hand. Feel really blessed and very lucky to have been won the Platinum Award.
Wow, with so many laurels and helping so many clients worldwide. As we wrap up this a very interesting podcast, Montu Singh ji, if you have to give any 3 tips to all our viewers out there when it comes to maybe improving the energy of their homes, when it comes to improving their MahaVastu, what would that be?
Very clear. Keep your northeast clean, clutter free. Southwest, have an ancestor's photo in a golden frame. Have Lakshmi Ma and Ganesh ji in southeast with a diya on 24/7. This will help them in health, wealth and clarity of mind forever.
Thank you so much, Montu Singh ji. It
Thank you.
was so enriching talking to you, and I'm sure you wonderful people, you were as enriched as I was. So for more such interesting videos, stay tuned to Midday.
Your window to India and the world. Midday. Local pulse, global perspective.